A question because we didn't get enough time on the show at the top because we had so much to get to. Cooper Flagg is the best freshman talent since?
Well, it's hard to say because, again, he's so different. He's so unique. So
That's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
It's not an easy answer.
I think
people are wondering.
I think he is the best prospect that we've seen in college basketball. I would say since Kevin Durant. I'd say he's a better prospect than Anthony Davis.
Going back close to 20
I'm
years.
ready to say he's a better prospect than Zion Williamson. And the reason that I say that,
I wouldn't say that.
But
AD.
all of the stuff that he is doing right now, he's doing as a high school senior. Every one of those other guys were a year older than him playing against that competition. And you know what else they were doing? They were playing that competition when the one and done was funneling players out of college basketball. And now we're looking at an era where Cooper Flagg is playing against 23-year-olds, 24-year-olds, 25-year-olds.
He's doing research.
I'm just saying, maybe, but last I checked, Paolo is pretty damn good. Paolo's pretty damn good.
And if you would have given me the choice between Paolo Banchero coming out of college or Cooper Flagg coming out of college, I'm taking Cooper Flagg. If you were going to give me the choice between Anthony Davis coming out of college or Cooper Flagg coming out of college.
Would you take this Duke team over that Paolo Duke team?
Probably, yeah.
Anthony Edwards is pretty good in the NBA right now. I mean,
I love coming out of college. You would have taken Cooper Flagg 100 times out of hundreds.
100. Agree.
But I think it's because of the impact that he can have defensively. It is because he has proven that he can be a shooter. His body looks different now than it did when we saw him in the Champions Classic. He looks like he's put on 10 pounds of muscle. His shoulders are broader, right? He has this ability to be able to, when he gets by people and he decides he's going to go make a move, he gets his shoulders low. His first step is so long, and he explodes through. He's going up down there tonight. He was going up against, I think it was Tomislav Ivicic, right? And he just jumped through his chest and finished with his left hand like it was nothing. And he's supposed to be a high school senior. And if you need him,
never been built like a high school. Even when we first saw him, he was strong.
You know what else I like?
He was strong. He was never super thin. He was always strong, tough. He's terrific. It's going to be interesting to see what he is at the next level. Is he a guy you can build your franchise around?
I think that he will be, yes.
As one scout put it, when I asked him what he thought, he said, guaranteed number 2 guy on an NBA team 100%. With the upside of being a number 1, which is why he's the number 1 pick in the draft.
But okay, so if that's the case, if he's a fringe number 1, 2, I'm talking if you're putting him in that class, better than Paolo. Paolo is going to be a top 10 player in the NBA.
Yeah, and I think that Cooper Flagg is going to be a top 10 player in the NBA. And I don't think anybody thought Paolo was going to be a top 10 player in the NBA when he was in college. If you remember, it wasn't until the day before the draft that people were saying that he was going to be the number 1 pick. We thought that Jabari Smith was a better prospect than him.
We serve the viewers. We serve the fans who are still tuning in. We're waiting also on BYU Arizona. So, Dagan Hughes, you have some questions. Go ahead.
Hello, gentlemen. We're going to keep it with this game that you guys were just talking about. Josh Carter wants to know,